Good morning, staff. If you're watching this video about taking attendance for September 30th, that means you are a homeroom teacher for a homeroom in first grade, second grade, third, fourth, or fifth grade. There was a different video that I made just for the kindergarten team because they're a little bit different. But I wanted to make a video about taking attendance because this is such an important process, and we have to be very accurate in taking our attendance during this time for the state. I wanted to make sure that you had a reference to go back to in case you had a question about anything. The same process that was used last year will be used this year. So starting Monday morning when you sign in the main office, you're going to pick up a folder that has your last name and your homeroom number, just like this. This happens to be Mary's folder. Okay, at the bottom, Carrie has put the same half sheet with an attendance expectations on there. We're asking that you pick up your folder each morning from the main office. In this folder, you're going to find your daily attendance sheet and a daily printout of your class list. That class list can change day to day depending on registrations and withdrawals. So it's really important that you look at that class list every morning when you're taking attendance. Please use a pencil. That way, Carrie and I, as we're going through each sheet, if we need to make changes, we can do so easily. Attendance should be completed, entered into eSchool, and the folder should be sent to the main office by 9:30 each day. The daily half sheet will be required until October 14th. Even though I think it's pretty straightforward, and again, you have this video to reference, if you have any questions, please call Carrie at extension 519, or you can call me as well. Inside your folder, you have two sides. You have your attendance form and your student notes. Please use this folder for any attendance notes or early dismissal notes or things for students. On the first day, on Monday, you're going to use this attendance form. It says September 30th, attendance form to be used the first pupil day. So you're going to have your homeroom number written here, your last name here, your grade here, okay? Number 1 says, number of students officially assigned to this homeroom. You're going to ask yourself, where do I find that number? That number is found on the daily printout that Carrie put inside in addition to this paper, okay? So if you have 27 kids assigned, if you have 21 kids, that number goes there. Number 2 says, number of students present today. You're going to physically hand count the number of kids in your class. That number goes there. Number 3 says, number of students on the roster who did not report today. So you're going to look at the roster. If they don't have a check mark next to them, count up that number, and that goes there. Number 4 says, names of students who did not report today on the first day of school. Simply write down the names of students who were on your class roster but were not in school on Monday. Okay? There's a little note down here that says the number of students present, this number here in line 2, plus the number of students who did not report today, line 3, must equal the number of students officially assigned line 1. So add 2 and 3 together, that should equal the number that you wrote on line 1. Okay? It's pretty straightforward. That's only the first day. The second day of school through the last day in September, you're going to use this form. The only difference is that there's another section on the bottom, an additional section. So again, you're going to start out homeroom number, your last name, your grade, and the date. Again, number 1, number of students officially assigned to this homeroom. That number always comes from the class list that was printed out and included in your folder from Carrie. Again, this number may change based on new registrations or students who withdraw from Castle Hills. So please make sure that the number on your class list is what you put down here. Number 2, number of students present today, the number of kids who are in your class. Number 3, number of students who attended this school year but who are absent today. This number, absent students, are students who have attended at least one day and then who are absent. So on Tuesday, when you take attendance, if there was a student who was here on Monday, but they did not show up on Tuesday, those are the kids that you're including here. Okay? We saw them at least one time. They were in attendance one day, but then all of a sudden, they're absent from school. Number 4 here says number of students on the official roster who have not attended school as yet this school year. These are kids who we call no-shows. We've never ever seen them. We've never ever seen them. Okay? These are kids who have not attended this year. These are our no-shows. Okay? And this is the form that you're going to be using the second day of school through the last day in September. We've never seen them. All right? So it's pretty straightforward, but if you have questions, again, please feel free to contact Carrie at extension 519 or find me. Okay, myself or Carrie, we are your September 30th folks. Also, I can't stress enough, please use pencil and please try to have your attendance input into eSchool by 9:30 each morning. Thank you.